Alrighty. Today is actually Monday, right? How's everybody doing? Thea in for first today. Hey there, Thea and Jay and Charlie and Crow. Hope everyone's week is off to a good start. I have to admit, my brain is not really in Stitchy mode right now. I've been, and still currently am, watching the world first race for RuneScape's newest boss all day, so I feel like I need to see it through to the end. At this point, there's a couple of teams that are so close. Maybe, I don't know. They're the farthest they've ever been, we'll say that. But it's been a long day for everybody. I can't imagine. I would never do this. But yeah, they've been going for 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 hours straight, pretty much. Fighting? That's too much. Dying. Do I have it in the background? I do. I do. I do. Alrighty. I did do some work on this yesterday. Only like 400 some stitches, I think. So I got the rest of this arrow filled in and some more on the shield, but I don't know. I don't know which way I kind of want to go right now, so I'm just kind of picking away at some little confetti, I think, for the start today. I think I was considering like doing what the camera can see, like kind of staying within that area as much as possible, because the way my stand is sitting right now, this camera angle is a very difficult. I was not expecting that already at all. So I better close that tab. Welcome on in, Raiders. For those that don't know me, hi, I'm Cass. I'm the Lord of the Rings Stitcher here on Twitch. We're working on Richard and the King, as usual. How's everybody doing? Flea? I feel like you didn't stitch very long today. Is everything okay? Hopefully you got some alright progress while you were here, and if you need to raid run, of course, feel free to do so. Uh-oh, nerds have emerged. Gotcha. Ran out of my next color. My ADHD won't let me move on. Oh, bummer. Thank you for that follow. Welcome aboard. How's it going? Oh, jeez. I love when my thread gets stuck, like, in the crook of my thumb, and I just pull it out of my needle. So good. Do that all too. Not at all frustrating. I'm not even like positioned correctly at all. My chair is fighting me. My microphone is in a bad place. I need to fix my setup this week. This is not it. Problem is I can't like sit as far over as I want to because I can't bring my microphone any further over, otherwise it's directly in front of chat. It's already kind of halfway there. I love setup issues. Waiting and running. Seems like everyone's struggle busing a bit. Alrighty, Blee. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you later. Can I have this corner, maybe, please? I know there's a pin there being stubborn, but come on. Oh, there's a hair on me. Got it. I'll tell you, it's been a weird day. Work didn't go, like, too badly, mostly because I was distracted for a lot of it. I mean, what? No, it's fine. For a Monday. But then, after I got out of work, I thought it was Tuesday for some reason, so... I don't know. Just out here. I definitely could have stitched more yesterday, but I got to a point where I just didn't feel like it anymore, so it turned it. I just stopped. Yeah, what's everyone up to tonight? Gosh. Oh, my chair is against me. The wheels are like turned sideways or something, so I'm just sliding back every time I try to move over. Scroll frame is exactly 40 centimeters, but only has 36 centimeters of workable space. Because the scrolls are 36, the sidebars make it 40. Hey there, Sandy, how's it going? Rods are 40, but the bars make it 36. Oh, you've got one of those kind? Mine are 48-inch rods, and then they have screws drilled into the edges of them, and that goes into the sidebar, so no bar crosses onto the rod itself. Ooh. Hey there, Cage. How's it going? Doing alright today. see it. No team has figured out the mechanic on the furthest phase that anyone's gotten to yet, so it's like painful to see them get that far, because it's taking like 15 minutes of fighting to get to this phase. And then they all just instant die. It's... ugh, tough times. I left a stitch over here, and now it's kind of annoying me that I left it there, because there were like 2 other ones down here. I was like, oh, I'll just swoop it up on that. But now I gotta make sure that's within a range. Oh, kiddo's calling me. 1 second. Yikes. Okay, sorry about that, and sorry for stream trying to die there for a minute. It might still be trying to die. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's over itself. I don't know what that was about. Oh, a lot of dropped frames though. Holy smokes. There's Sandy. How's it going? Oh yeah, I only did 461 stitches yesterday. Alright, where are we? Not there. That was just a poke. You didn't notice any problems? So, well, that's good because we definitely dropped like 1800 frames and dropped to 800 kilobits bitrate. It was like, no, I'm dying. And I was like, don't you dare. And it was like, okay, I guess. Hey there, Drifty. Looks like you're almost done with that little doggo stitch. Looking good. But yeah, Jay said, I hate when you get stuck like that. Yeah, I'm sure that they are over it. I know. But they're so far. Just can't stop now. So many resources used today, though. I can't even imagine how much money these players have spent. At least the deaths are free this week. Otherwise, yikes. Some of these players would probably be close to bankrupt by now. Last time they announced the death counter, it was at like 70,000 deaths so far today. That's my favorite team going. I don't really have a favorite. I don't know any of these players. But I don't know. I'm just rooting for anybody to solve it at this point. For freaking ever. And I'm sure the stream's gonna have to end soon. They did get permission to stay in office until midnight, but that's coming up real quick. Managed to cut up thick watermelon, but the bread knife and bit between thumb and next finger I cut with the bread knife. Ouch. Yeah, everybody in my real life gets a little bit anxious when they watch me with knives or trying to use knives, especially sharp knives. So, probably something that I would do. Got cat's insomnia last night and fell asleep 7 a.m. for a couple hours and had a 4-hour nap. Oof. I saw that she was back on at like 2:30 in the morning after streaming for all day yesterday, basically. Hoping that she's able to just get some sleep after work today. Knives are dangerous. Alright, I was trying to figure out how far we have. My camera is so squee-hawed. The angle's just terrible. I hate everything about my setup right now. Alright, so this line is solid. And line after it's like halfway. Okay. Feel so bad for her. Yeah. I can't imagine the frustration level when all you want to do is like have your body listen to you. You know that you need to sleep, and your body's just like, no, not doing it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I tell you what, this boss fight though is so wild. Oh, wild. So the world first race is on... RuneScape does enrage mechanics for some bosses. So like they scale in difficulty depending on how much enrage percent there is. For the world first race, they're having it at 2000% enrage. I think it's gonna be normal mode, and then there's, which is 0% enrage. Then I think it's like 50, 1000, 2000, 4000. So it's like one tick below the top. Oh, ouch. Just like a paper cut, nothing too deep. That's good at least. There's so little stitches around here, but the pathing is not pretty. But yeah, there's more phases and like different timers and stuff for this level of fight. It's like just a whole lot going on. Hey there, Moth, how's it going? Also, my head started to hurt like an hour ago, and it's probably from watching these flashing mechanics all day long. Had some mac and cheese and hot dogs for dinner. Might have something to do with it. Hey there, Moth. How's it going? Legs is with her guild right now, attempting to do normal mode of this boss. I think it might be too much for me. Pretty okay. How are you? I'm doing alright. It's not too bad for Monday. Just a bit distracted today with RuneScape stuff. I've been haven't been playing any games lately, just burnout, I guess. It happens. Gonna save up for the trip. Currently having a 4-day Let's Play of Elden Ring going in the background. 100% Let's Play, including DLC. Chill. I am not into the Souls games at all. I tried to play Bloodborne once and I rage quit after a couple of hours. I don't like to play hard games. Like I don't enjoy the challenge. It doesn't do anything for me. I just want to have fun. And that's not fun to me. Like I said, what these players are doing today absolutely wouldn't be me. Not fun for me. I've just been mostly playing Minecraft when my laptop lets me. Fans are starting to die again. Oh no. Hate playing alone. That's fair. As an ad deploys, of course. Hey there, Kit Kat and Emily, how you doing? Welcome on in, Raiders. For those that don't know me, hi, I'm Cass. I'm the Lord of the Rings Stitcher here on Twitch. We're working on Return of the King as usual. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're not stuck in an ad. Hopefully the pre-roll kicked in before you got here. Hey there, Megan. What were you up to today? Oh no, dead. Send the ads. Rip. Nerd, did you beat it? Did you beat that normal mode? Nice. Yeah.
You don't stream. You're not the streamer. Mom is the streamer. You are just around sometimes.
You hurt her feelings. No, Jade's the only cat that anyone ever wants to see. Well, mostly that's just Moth. Yeah.
Go.
Is that a kitten you hear? Hey there, Sly Fox. Yes, it is. You're just down there. That's a Trico. She just likes to talk. How is the normal modes?
Pretty well.
Mm-mm.
Pretty well. Very well.
Hey there, cat. How you doing? Did you get any loot? Sleepy? I just said a little bit ago I hoped that you were able to take a nap when you got home from work. Because I saw you were back up and streaming at 2:30 in the morning after streaming all day yesterday. Welcome back from ads. So sorry about the unfortunate timing. What were you up to today, Megan? And thanks for bringing everyone on over. If you need to raid run, feel free to do so. Can't pin this, it's crooked. Eh. Took a nap after work, managed to sleep through my dentist appointment. Oh no. Hey there, Kai. How you doing? There's some mac and cheese out there if you want some, but I also did like put your fish on a plate instead of in the packaging earlier this morning. Oh, hello. Oh, ouch. That was claws. Yeah, they could see her. They could see you, huh? Embracing yourself. You're so happy. Yeah. Hey. Silly. Off to physio. Alright, Emily, catch you later. There. I think this is part of Commander's arm here, and that's why there's like weird confetti on the side. It's part of his armor that's left. We do have a lot of 310 moving in here. I'm trying to get the confetti around it. How is my little bee working? The site I used for mine stop. I know that they went through some changes. It's just a Capamon, I'm pretty sure. So like the font on it is worse now than it used to be, and I honestly like don't tend to it at all like I should. but I just have the little source code. And it's the site does not want to pull up right now, so I really don't know. Buy the website now. Oh, it's from like Tribe now? Tribe. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it is Capamon updated. And now it goes through this site. You're welcome. Clearly, I do so much of it. But at least I remember enough to track it down, huh? Thanks. How much of my stitches done now? We are at 55.54%. 371,200 stitches. We just finished the second fabric section a week ago. So now we're in fabric section 3 out of 4. Yeah. What were you working on today? I asked as you got stuck in an ad. Working for this potato. You're on Friday. Alright, Aika. Have a good shift. Crocheting Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. Nice. Aika is a big fan of the K-pop Demon Hunters. Sure. I really hope whichever, or at any point when these teams make it through this fight, that they at least get some like decent loot drops after all of this. It's gonna, I know they get like special titles and whatever for like doing the world first stuff, but like I feel like after 10 solid hours of trying to kill a boss, you just get a normal ass drop, I'd be a little bit irritated. Though there's not a lot of high, there's a few high tier drops from this boss. You would rage quit if that happened. It's unfortunately more common than not. To get just like a bummer loot after boss, but I just feel like they should give them something anyway. No. Just had 2 teams in that phase just get insta killed. They were so close to. Well, it seemed like they were closer than they have been. Still haven't figured out that mechanic. Now, these are mostly all like top PVM RuneScape players anyway, so like PVM is what they do. So they might not care as much about the loot today as the title. Close but no cigar. Which gap is this? This one. That one might went blank. This boss at the Sim Rage level starts at 12 million health. And so far, the furthest anyone's made it is into phase 7. These 2 teams had her down to like 740 and 668,000 HP. And then got instant killed again. 5 player groups for these ones. The max is 5. Boss itself is recommended for 3 to 5 players. It is not soloable. 5 looks to be like the most ideal. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I hope those that just joined recently are having a good start to your week. What are y'all up to? Chat or hang out, whatever you want to do. Mine health, I'd go with the biggest team count possible. I don't think anybody on the development team had been guessing that it was going to take this long for someone to beat the boss. Nobody has yet. At the beginning of the day, anyone who was voicing their opinions from the mods and people in the production team was saying 5 to 6 hours. Was their bet. It's well surpassed that. It's to the point where I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have to cut the stream off and we're not gonna get to see it. I just started a load of laundry at the wrong time. Oh. I did laundry and dishes today. Woo. Go me. I still need to pay a couple bills though. My check dates are like really fucking me over this bill month. I need to do some like very minimal grocery shopping tomorrow. Actually, I think my paydays are just all gonna be screwy until it resets at the 3-check month in September. It's just the days that they land on are not like the best days for where my bills fall. I hate when that happens. I did groceries this morning, mowed yesterday morning. Nice. Legs has to go out and do some weed whacking in the front yard again this week. Those pesky weeds just suddenly shot up again. It's super hazy out again today. It's like day 5 of an air quality alert for us here. Poor Canada. All those wildfires last 3 years. Or is it just 2? I don't know. Maybe it was last year. That was the super bad one. And even here, it was like, it feels like it was worse than what it is now. But it's still weird to see the haze in the air. Use an electric mower, so I never have to worry about contributing to the bad air quality here. What did I just do? Our air quality alert here is just from wildfire smoke from Canada. That's trickling down. I just got a battery-powered weed whacker too. Mostly because there's not even a lot of gas options available, but I just didn't want to deal with the gas version. But the battery on this stupid thing sucks and it takes forever to charge. It made it like 20 minutes of use and then it takes like 10 hours to charge. It's ridiculous. One of those two. Haven't had to use it lately thanks to landlord spraying weed killer around my trailer instead of the one next door. Nice. Sounds like a problem with the battery. It's just a cheap brand. So it's just not very good. It ain't cheap. It was still like 80 bucks, but it's all I could afford at the moment. And we needed to do something because me manually pulling the weeds or cutting them with hedge trimmers was just too much. It was too much for me. Hey there, Seraphix. How's it going? So proud of you. Started lurking and popping my head in when I can when you were on Gollum. Very nice. Thanks for checking in, hanging out from time to time. Ignoring the weeds around the gaping hole out back. Gonna either call the electric company or talk to them when I go in Wednesday about finishing what they started in June. I've thought about getting some weed killer for my front lawn, but I don't want to hurt the tree again that's on there. When we bought the house, that tree was so sick from whatever they had treated the yard with. Like, the yard was just a dirt patch. There was nothing living on it, and the tree had 6 spots all over leaves. And I was like thinking that I was gonna have to have the city cut it down because it was dying, but it recovered the next year. So I don't really want to put more poison on it, even if the weeds drive the city nuts. I don't care either way. They don't bother me. It's just nature. Bothers me more that the city's bothered by it. Oh no, how dare a plant grow outside where plants belong? Oh, imagine that. It's just stupid. But it's not the right kind of plant, so it's unsightly if it gets too big. Whatever. You have like city meetings from time to time. It's so funny to me right now. Our mayor resigned a few months ago, so we've had like an interim mayor, and we're supposed to have a special election in November, and nobody has signed up to run for mayor. Nobody wants it. Not one person. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened before. I don't quite know what happens if nobody runs for mayor. But we've got some like stupid issues going on with PFAS chemicals or whatever in the water supply in parts of the city, and I guess nobody wants to inherit that mess. Ask someone from out of town. I don't think there's anyone under the age of 50 on the city council right now. I don't know. Yeah. From time to time there are city meetings, but I don't really pay attention to what they talk about. And the plant thing is a city ordinance anyway. I don't think it'll be going anywhere. That's bad with the water. Please be careful. It can turn ugly fast. Unfortunately, our water system here in my town specifically has been pretty bad for like ever. For some reason, there's something about it. We have, or we had, it might have gotten better since I was younger, but when I was younger, we had, and my mom was younger especially, we had like a weirdly elevated level of people getting like ALS. Like more than the standard. I don't know. People have always attributed water to it. But now there's PFAS in people's wells, and I think it's maybe related to the water treatment supply company or facility. I don't know. I stopped seeing news about it, so I'm not really sure what they're doing about it. Not sure what there is to do about it. You clean a forever chemical out of a water supply once it's there. It seems to be in pretty much most things these days. I wonder if nobody volunteers to run for mayor, if when we vote it just goes to a write-in. That would be hilarious if somebody just got a bunch of their friends to write their name in, or somebody wrangled their friends to write somebody else's name in without them really volunteering, and that takes the win. I don't know. That mayor only pays like $3,000 a year. It's not like it's a full-time job. Can we just stay away from Donald's? Alright, so this is the... Ooh, we haven't even hit 100 stitches yet. Thanks, confetti. I don't even know how we got on that subject. How did we get on that subject? I don't know. Whatever. Disney over here on elections. Santa's been getting votes. Oh, jeez. Oh, because I was ranting about city politics with my yard. Okay. Anyway. Still can't believe it's August. Gross. To wrangle kiddo back into school mode here soon. He's not gonna want to. Moving on, yeah. I guess we'll move on into some 310. Finish up 310 in these 3 squares at least. A little bit more confetti that I thought about doing first, but it goes kind of in both this column and the next, so. Bells. Sylveon's getting filled in. Very nice. May or may not have some 310 en route. Nice. Excited for the Alien series coming out soon. I did see an ad for that on Twitch today. Hadn't heard about it before. Can't say I've seen any of the Alien movies, at least not all the way through. Maybe I've seen one of them a long time ago. I don't really remember. I saw the same ad, didn't realize it was a series. Let me guess, Netflix. What's wild to me now is that they're doing a Disney, Hulu, HBO Max bundle. Or starting at $16.99 a month or whatever. I'm like, strange. Okay, let's see here. We got Thea's end of July progress on the map. Very orange, very nice. 2876 stitches for the month at 104,091, 13.18%. Excellent. Did I? Okay, I did. Alright, and then Sandy's Sylveon's getting some ears, some dark ear stuff going on. Gonna have another cursed eyeball left to do, it looks like. Getting close to being done with pinkety pink for now, maybe. Very nice. Did you get a coconut June month? I don't know that Moth would be doing a big enough project to need a whole cone. At any given time, but who knows? 23 days in, cat needs his legs and face cleaned. Doesn't stay away, but you won't let me. How long are you cat sitting for? I really gotta figure out. I really gotta do some cleaning for Trico. She is a bit stinky, but I'm like terrified to try to shave her. And I definitely couldn't get her in the bath. She would claw my face off, probably. I think Void possibly could enjoy baths if she could get over the initial, like, scared from the sound of waterness. Like, maybe if I drew a little bit of water first and then introduced her to it, I think she could do it. I think she'd like it because she's got a weird fascination with both the shower and water. Like, she really enjoys when we have wet hands and like pet her with them. But Trico, I think she would be super pissed off, but she needs it. She's got some, I don't know, she's just extra dirty right now, and I don't know why. I keep trying to like clean her, but it's not working. Or she won't tolerate it long enough, I guess, for me to really like fully solve the problem. One more week, so next Monday afternoon I go home unless car trouble still, hoping easy fix tomorrow when shop's open. Gotcha. Someone's made it back to phase 7. far is it to travel from spawn? Oh, dang. I got insta-killed to die. Again, they're probably portaling, so we've got, like, in RuneScape, there's a whole, place called War's Retreat. And you can set up 2 different boss portals, but when they release a new boss, they have a special, like, latest boss portal, so you just tele out of the instance, or in this case, when you die, you go to Death's office, and then you just go to War's Retreat and go back into the portal, and off you go. Yeah. There's like an exit door from Death's office to War's Retreat too, but we have instant teleports too, straight to War's Retreat. Somebody else has made it back to phase 7. 2, 3, they're off. All 5 are there. Oh, one just died. No, they didn't. They just searched. Okay. Looks like they're still trying to figure out this mechanic. I really don't know what the answer is. Like, I can't figure out what they should even be trying to do. This phase, there's like a main platform arena with the boss in the middle. There's 4 statues around, and the boss keeps shooting like a stream of light to one of the statues at a time. And then there seems to be like another little like totem or something that I would think they need to try to keep alive. But it's just not working out. Going to annoy my neighbors again by bringing out my trash light again. Oh well. There are some weeks where we don't even get our trash out in time. At all. I don't really pay attention to what my neighbors do with their trash. There are better things to spend your time on than worrying about neighbors' trash. Come on. The strand got messed up. Got knotted itself for no good reason. Like stitching, yeah. I saw this theory in this video talking about a Ferris Bueller's Day Off theory that I'd never heard before. It was a theory that Ferris has been stuck in like a Groundhog Day situation, and we just get to see, I don't know, like in the middle of it. So that's why he gets to do so many like good things or like impressive, interesting things, because he spent an unknown number of years going through this day and like perfecting his experience. It was kind of an interesting theory. How much stitching total did you get in yesterday, Kat? It's a good movie. I did enjoy it when I was younger. Excuse me. $11.76 before midnight, 690 today. Nice. I like Weird Science better though. That was an oddball one. Lex is trying to get me to go in on the boss after stream. Bet he really slowing you down. Yeah. Well, I mean, you also like did a lot of cleaning and random productive stuff yesterday too, so go for it, see what happens. It's pre-death week, so you know, not much to lose except food and stuff. Patience, mental health. No, I don't think normal mode is quite so dramatic. It only goes to phase 5. I say only like that's still a simple feat. Mostly worried because like I don't know. I know that the teams I'm watching are top players, so they know their shit, but all day they've been using equipment and abilities that I've never heard of or seen. Like, it doesn't help that like until Necromancy came out, I didn't want anything to do with combat in RuneScape. They have a weird tick system that the game runs on, and it never felt right with combat for me. I just didn't click with it. Necromancy kind of took away some of that barrier. But then I quit playing for a year, so I still feel pretty rusty. I'm annoyed that I have to wait for Thread to come in to finish 2 of the biggest colors on this page. It's a bummer. can't steal it from the other kits. I was giggling a little bit yesterday watching you go from I don't know if I'll ever do a Chatelaine to oh, I'm ordering stuff for a Chatelaine in like a 3-minute time span. Earlier you were like, next Twitch payout, I'm getting my Hobbiton supplies. Speaking of Hobbiton, when we went into heckin' weekly whips, how could I forget to show off Isla's progress on Hobbiton? Holy smokes, look at this thing. What is she at? 52,432 stitches, 22.6%. Ah, dang. Looks great. Just finished finding all the Glorianas today. Nice. Oh, in phase 7. Oh, they're actually doing pretty well. Oh my god, this is the lowest the boss has ever been. 200k. Oh my god. No. No! They got it down to 126,000. They all died. Oh, ouch. I would have to take a break after that one. Oh my god. Isla is racing through her whips like always. I wish I had that stitching stamina. I know that Isla also has time, but it's still also stamina. Yeah, you can kind of think of it as WIP stands for works in progress. So it's just the first 3 letters of those words. Not cool whip, as Stewie says. With these outlier stitches and are just like all the way over here. And then I have to come all the way back over here. I cannot get my like sidebars and my scrolls to stay even on this roll. I don't know. Like, I can't get the top scroll to be even on one side and the other. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong on rolling it. It is just like the tension is a little bit warped. The bottom scroll is definitely warped in the middle, like it's curved up a little bit. I'm holding the fabric. It's like I'm over this. Trunk spindle. No. I started to watch Death of a Unicorn yesterday on my own since Kiddo didn't want to watch it with me. And I thought that it sounded like it was going to be interesting, and I like Paul Rudd. I could not get into it. I did not make it very far. What else did I end up watching instead? I don't remember. I feel like I already talked about how I watched Final Destination Bloodlines this weekend, right? It was pretty good. Oh, I was watching Project Runway, the new season of Project Runway yesterday. For a couple episodes, and then I was just lurking in Cat stream most of the day. Already been a year since they released the TJ category. Dang. One little stitch. That is a giant thread, and I'm not going to use that for one stitch. Phase 7, another attempt. No. Down to one player on the team. Wait, go back. Did they die? Oh, they did. They made it down to 124,000. Off. Second team. Insta kill. It's gotta be the last phase, at least. Can't imagine it going any further than that. Watcher has another phase to survive. not even actually close to finishing. Suck. So this boss, the boss's name is Amasket, and she's basically like an Egyptian god. She's like a cat. So all day in the RuneScape streaming chat has just been like chatters meowing all day, making meow puns from the development team. Like it's so silly, but people were kind of theorizing that there would be 9 phases because cats have 9 lives. Boss needs nerfing, plus 7 phases seems crazy long. Well, this is a world race, world first finish race. The boss just released today, and they're like RuneScape has some big bosses that work on enrage systems, so they get like harder the higher the enrage goes. They add more mechanics and whatnot. So the world first race is set on 2000% enrage, which is just one tier below the highest tier, which isn't out yet. So it's got more mechanics and more phases because it's a harder difficulty. And yeah, it's a long one. Like, it's taking the teams like 12-15 minutes to make it to phase 7. It's just really intense. And they've been at it for nearly 11 hours now. You need to take him out fast before he does special moves. That's an she had. Well, the thing is, like, with these fights, you can't just take them out. Like, you can't just DPS all the way down. There's thresholds and there's caps. So, like, you meet certain HP thresholds and then a new mechanic's gonna spawn. Or, like, I think in phase 5 you can only take her down to 1.8 million HP and then it stops. Like, any damage you do after that doesn't count. You just have to wait for the mechanic to progress on. So you can't just brute force your way through RuneScape bosses, the newer ones anyway, most of the time. And there are like sometimes if you get to a health threshold fast enough, then you can skip a mechanic potentially. But since this is day one and these teams have literally had to learn everything about this fight all day with no strategy guide, they've just had to figure it out as they go. Not quite there yet. I really do like how this commander's armor stitches out the scaly plate armor. Looks so good. I don't know how much of it is left down here. I think there's just a little bit on his arm. The rest is just kind of 310'd. Today is definitely not gonna be much of one for the stitch count. This confetti is a lot, plus my distracted brain. Phase 7, here we go again. Oh, this is a different team. I don't know if we've seen this team in 7 yet. Or not for a while, anyway. Dang. I will say that these floor mechanics that they've introduced in the last like 4 bosses are not my favorite things at all. So there's like these blue boxes that appear on the floor, and they've got a central square that moves out the boundaries of the big square, and if you're still on the square when that inner box hits the outer box, then it like well, either way it explodes into like floor damage, but you want to be off that and not get hit by it. Oh, an unknown L. But that is a frustrating mechanic for me. I hate it. And it makes sense because they don't want players just to be able to stand in one spot and spam DPS all over the place, but still, it still irritates me. Can I mark that square off, or was I not supposed to put that stitch there? I'll check in a minute. Ooh. Always want to be in the back with a bow or something like that. So far it looks like players today have taken magic and necromancy in. Don't think anyone's taken ranged or melee. Pretty much all of these mechanics force you to move anyway, so it doesn't really matter what you want to do. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I just forgot to mark those two off. Let go of my finger. Thank you. That makes 2 squares done tonight, at least. With our limited stitch count. It's on Hulu FX, the Alien series. Twisted Metal on Peacock. Yeah, I started seeing the ads on Twitch for that after you mentioned it. not the right spot. Where is it? Pretty sure it is. We believe what the development team just put up on the screen as this team heads back into phase 7. I think everyone's hoping that this will just be done by now. I would say they built a pretty sufficient challenge for top-end players for it to have taken this long to even get close to a kill. Ooh. Oh, they did it. Maybe. Yeah, they did it. Holy smokes. Nearly 11 hours in, have the first kill. On 2000% Enrage. The Slurpers. That's their team name. Wow. What a day. Ugh. It's one of those days where you're either gonna go like crash because holy cow, that was an intense day, or you're gonna be too wired from the adrenaline wearing off to go to sleep. A lot of GGs in the chat. I don't know, I can't see chat. Yeah. A lot of people asking what their loot was. What's their loot? They got a shiny new aura. And some titles. Oh, GG's. Heckin' did it. Oh, one outlying stitch all the way over here. I don't want to listen to this song. A loaf of bread is loot. Oh, I can't believe that the RuneScape channel has knock enabled. That's so silly. Like, let RuneScape know that you wanna drop in. Eee. They'll probably either take a break or they'll just go right back in. And now they can start going for loot. I wouldn't though. I'd be heckin' done. Alright, calling it a day. Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4 here. JD. What are you shaking your head for? Hmm? Ugh, my eyeballs hurt. Jadester. What you doing over there? How many mics got destroyed from all the screaming? Legs left the kitchen light on, huh? Headphones for that matter? No. I'm sure there were quite a few moments of frustration throughout the day, but I managed to hold it together. No, stop it. Rubbish. supposed to be empty. All right. What you doing, JD girl? Big yawns. Same. Don't say that. Ah. Alright, that's a third square filled in. Very nice. Not bad considering we haven't even hit 200 stitches. Slow stitching today. Through this confetti. Just so clean and shady. Rubbing on the desk. Being so cute in general, huh? Eyes are burning, of course. Alright, do we keep going to the right? Or do we start filling in the confetti in the shield? And what Jay'll say. Oh, my eyeballs. So upsetty. That's why I'm not saying it. Datey. I forgot that the commander's hair, the orc commander's hair, is actually really long. So, like, this bit is the bottom of his ponytail. Honestly, I thought he was like mostly bald in the movie. I guess I never realized it's like a mohawky kind of braid, maybe. Yeah, me either. And I haven't gone back to movie stills to look. But in the reference image here, you can see how it's like really scant on the top, but then it goes all the way down his back here. Here. So there's like some kind of weird hair situation going on here. Unless his hair stops here and this is like cape action, like some kind of fur bit, but they're so closely colored. Actually, I think that's more of it. I think the cape starts here. The fur, whatever it is, cuts all the way down there. And then this is just hair here. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. They're just so close in color. It was like, just looked like a long ponytail. Yeah, anyway. Maybe that already ended then. God, what is his outfit? It's so weird. There's like the scaly armor. A scaly armor that we already stitched. And now we're working on this arm bit here. But there's like all this weird draping situation going on around the gauntlet thing. What is that? Anyway, so that's this part is what we've kind of been working on. Metal bit. Part of the glove. It's just a lot of weird fabric draping. is one of those stitches that I messed up and had to correct myself on earlier. Yeah, I think so. Jade is now sprawled out on the floor. Hey there, Chadley. How's it going? What you been up to? Oh, JD. You okay? Just puked. Hey. 1 second. Okay. Turned. Ugh. Oh, my head is aching.
I want to poop the snooze. Stop watching.
Nice. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna call it quits here for the night. I did get 3 squares finished, so that was good. A little bit more confetti progress. Overall. I will be back on Friday for more stitching. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate it. I'm actually gonna send y'all over to Coco for Coco tonight because she is stitching. I think she stitches like once a month, but she's raided us a couple of times since we've been able to raid her. So Coco's lots of fun. Go hang out with her. Oh, they're focusing on ducks right now, but anyway. Have a good rest of your week, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see everybody next time. Good night.